Hi, I'm Doug Bodock and welcome to the video song lesson for Looks That Kill by Motley Crue. This one's in the key of A minor. We're tuned down a whole step, which is pretty standard for Motley Crue. I'll give you those tuning notes in a minute. First, I want to talk about the tone. We've got a full distortion here. Got a guitar with a humbucking pickup just to give it some extra crunch. So dial up the sound with full distortion, either a pedal or an amp that's got distortion on it. You also see that I have a guitar with a whammy bar. Now we're only using that for a brief moment right before the chorus with the... So, not a big deal. If you have one, go grab it. If you don't, you can just hold that chord out. It's not going to make a big difference in the song, just kind of the technique they used on it. So, before we get going with the intro, let's take a look at the notes we're going to use for tuning. The 6th string, everything's tuned down a whole step. So the 6th string E is tuned down to a D. 5th string A is tuned down to a G. So I'm giving you these notes too in case you want to use a tuner instead. D is tuned down, 4th string D is tuned down to a C. 3rd string G tuned down to an F. 2nd string B tuned down to an A. And the 1st string E tuned down to a D. All right, let's take a look at the intro. So we'll take a look at this intro riff here. It's kind of the backbone of the song. And what we're doing here with a palm mute on the open A, right there, we're also grabbing some 5 chords. A5, G5, and then sliding that down to an F sharp 5. So without the palm mutes, it's this. And then with the palm mutes, all downstrokes here. Try that a little slower so you can see what's going on. Learn this riff well because it's going to be used quite a bit in the song. You can see that I'm not palm muting on the chords. So I'm just palm muting the open A, lift up. So I'm going to grab this chord here, A5 there, and get a pitch harmonic here. And to get that sound on the recording, I'm going to use kind of my little trick here, which helps to sustain, kind of creates that that effect that you have when you have a loud amp in a room and you get that feedback. So you're still grabbing the pinch harmonic. You can hear it helps sustain it. So if you don't have that little trick, it's going to sound like this. Might die off a little bit, unless you're playing an amp in a loud room. So to get that pinch harmonic, if you've never done a pinch harmonic before, you're going to essentially play with the side of the pick and let that string bounce up and hit your flesh of the thumb. It's a really quick motion. It's one of those things where it's hard to teach, hard to explain. Once you do it and all of a sudden you get it, you'll know how you did it. But essentially what's happening, you know, you've got your 12th fret harmonic here, right? And you can play it like this. What you're doing here is allowing that, so you play the note and then the thumb hits that note, creates that harmonic. Same thing happening here. Just a really quick motion. That being said, you're going to want to move around the position here to find that harmonic. Because you're going to be over here. So for mine, it's right just a little bit left of that middle pickup. So kind of keep an eye on that, and that'll help you find it. Let's play through that intro one more time, up to speed. 2, 3, 4. So the verse is going to repeat that main riff that we played in the intro, and then just hold out a chord before we go into the chorus. So let's jump right ahead to the part of the verse that's going to be different here after we're playing this. We're going to go down to that F chord. If you have a whammy bar, we're going to just dip that a half step each time. So. Grab a suspended chord here, which is an F sus2. You can bar with the first finger on that 5, or if you want, grab with the third finger since you got this. Either way, the notes we're getting: 5th fret, 5th fret, and 6th fret. And there's a muted strum right before that, so it's going to go like this. On to the chorus. So let's play through the verse just to get practice with this riff, and then we'll go into that new section where we go down to the F5 chord. Vibrato dip, and the sus chord. If you don't have a vibrato bar, then just let that chord ring out. All right, here it is from the verse. We'll do it up to speed. 2, 3, 4. Halfway there. Just a couple things to mention. Make sure that those palm mutes are palm muted and that the chords are not. On that slide, make sure you're holding that chord form together so it slides as a unit as opposed to keep those fingers together. That's the verse. For the chorus, we're going to do some ascending chord shapes along with some palm muted notes, and then recap our intro riff. Let's check it out. So let me play through the chorus up to speed, and then we'll break it down. Okay, so here's what's going on in the chorus. We're starting off with a single note, 4th string and 2nd fret, and then pedaling back to that open A string every once in a while here, sometimes palm muted. So here it is. We're moving this chord up. It's kind of a stretched out chord here. Make it into an F5. You can grab this with a pinky, or if you have a good stretch there, grab it like that. Palm mute again. Move it up again. So the diminished sound. And then so basically what's happening here is you're holding down this 5th fret and the chord's going here. You just have to figure out how to finger it. And then ending with that same sus chord we used before. at that point, it's actually acting as part of an F5. So you've got some palm mutes on the open A, and then some open A's without palm mutes. So here's again. Open, palm mute. Palm mute there. Open, palm mute. Palm mute. Open, palm mute. Basically, the palm mutes occur between those chords. Open, palm mute. Open, palm mute. And those open notes are just a way to kind of transition. But those palm mutes really add to the kind of the distinction of the chorus part, kind of help separate those parts between the open A string and the palm mutes. And as you get faster at that, if you want to strum that with a down up, you certainly can. Here's up to speed again. And then we just go back into our riff that we learned from the verse in the intro. All right, let's put the whole chorus together from the top at let's do a moderate speed on it. 2, 3, 4. So verse 2 and chorus 2 are just a repeat of what we just played, same verse and chorus we just played. So let's jump right into the interlude and the solo. So we've got a lot to cover here, starting with the interlude, some sus chords going to the bar. So basically like this. And then there's some open notes thrown in there as well as some muted strums. So I'll play it for you up to speed here, and then we'll break it down. All right, so I'm on the 9th fret, 2nd finger's down for the sus. Open, move up, mute strum, 7th fret, open, 9th fret, 5th fret. And I'm talking about where my first finger's barring. Obviously, when I'm on the 5th fret, for the sus chord, the 2nd finger's down on the 6th fret. 7th fret. One more time. Open. Muted. Open. Muted. To get those muted strums, we're just laying our fingers across the strings, getting that clicky sound. One more time. And then we start the solo. So the solo's building up here from a little palm muted part. Play through that slowly. Palm mute. No palm mute there. One more time. A little faster. Now we start trilling, which is just a rapid pull-off and hammer-on between 5 and 8. Bend up. Quick little blues run there from the 8th fret. See the pull-off in there? Pull-off. Now small pinch harmonics. That's a bend up and then release and pull off. Another pinch harmonic. More pinch harmonics. And then a quick blues run here. Bend on that. Let's go over that quick run here. Let's get that much. One more time, a little slower. So there's pull-offs in there, 3 of them. Pull off here, pull off, pull off. One more time. You can also finger that with 3 if you want, 3 and 4. Doing a bar there on those 7s. Continuing on. So from the ending part, there's a lot of pull-offs there. Slide, bend, half step. Pull off to open. Bend with a pinch harmonic. Step and half bend there. That's our target note. Pinch harmonic though. Where do we want to find that note? All right, let's put the solo together slowly from the build up here. At a slow tempo, those ending licks are pretty fast. Let's play through the solo up to speed just so you get a feel for it here. 2, 3, 4. There, we go back into the riff. Just like the intro, so we don't hold that chord this time. So we'll get that to hold out again, get some feedback on that, turn that amp up. All right, let's play through the whole part at a moderate tempo from the interlude through the solo, and then through that last interlude again. Here it is. Solo. Almost in the interlude. There it is. All complete interlude, solo, and final interlude. So that'll bring us to a third verse and a third chorus and another one of those interludes. But even though they're just repeats, let's play through everything just so we get everything in context, kind of get a feel for where everything's going. So we'll take a look at that third verse. So now we're going to take it to the end of the song here from the third verse. And I'll play this pretty much up to speed. We have all the parts under our fingers at this point. Nothing new, but I just want to put it all together and give some practice playing these parts all the way through and connecting these ideas too. So let's take it from the third verse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Going. Chorus. Back to the riff. Now we're just going to play this out to the end of the song. Fade out on that riff. I'm not very good at doing a live fade, so I'm just going to stop. That's how we get to the end of the song. There you go. That's Looks That Kill. Have fun with it.